Hey y'all, it's Natalie, and I finally found time to play along again with my friends at Acrylic Stash Bust, Jennifer, Nicole, and Jessica. So here I am working in my Alaska album, and I decided to pull out this acrylic from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It says Wanderlust, and I was going to use it as is, and then I was like, oh wait, I could use it twice because I'm a hoarder, and why don't I just take it apart and only use the inside or the outside, and then I'll use the inside later. Of course, I broke it when I was pulling out the inside, but that's okay. I stuck both those pieces back in the little plastic, and I will glue it together when I put it on a page later, and it won't be a big deal. So I have these two papers. This one is from 49th and Market, and I'm trying to make it work with this frame and putting the Wanderlust at the bottom of my photo. But I decided to go with this Echo Park paper, which is the matte paper, because talking about Wanderlust is like we all love to travel and everything. And then I wanted to use a piece to back my photo. I think about that pink piece, which would take it in a completely different direction, but I end up going with this orange piece. But I wanted this solid piece. This is from 49th and Market, Remnants by Spectrum Sherbert, I think. There you go. I move the acrylic piece up to the top where all the negative space is, and it works a million times better. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. I removed that frame because it was not working for me. I'm just going to go with the white border and the cream, everything else, and we're going to deal with it, and it's going to be fine. This is the green paper that I chose to back my acrylic piece. I'm just going to glue it down with my Nuva adhesive and let it dry for a few minutes before I cut around it. It picks up the greens in the background paper really nicely. Now I'm going to work on layering up all of my photo with all of the other pieces that I choose. So I'm going to rough up the edges of the remnant piece, and I'm going to choose that, what do you call it, like film strip reel thing. The background's pretty busy with the matte paper, so I'm going to try to choose things that are not as busy. But I did pick that like blue and white paper to kind of balance out the blue piece on the right. And then I stick a green ticket in there to bring out the other greens. And I'm going to use this geotag to do a brown, and I'll do a brown on the bottom to balance that out as well. So a little cluster down there inside of another, what do you call it, like a film strip piece. I forget what it's called. What do you call it? Slides, a slide piece. And it's kind of like a beige newspaper print. All of those are from 49th and Market. Mostly from the Wherever collection, which is the most recent travel collection. You can see I cut around the Wanderlust word, and now I'm just going to rough up the edges of all of these layering bits, and then I'm going to also use some gathered twig distress oxide with my ink blending brush and put that around the edges of the pieces to help it kind of pop off the page really nicely, bring it together with all of the different browns. I'll link down below to my friends who are also playing along with their acrylic pieces today. And so hopefully you will be inspired if you have any just kind of sitting around that you're hoarding like we do. I'm going to rough up the edges of this paper as well. I didn't ink it up, but you totally could, and it would kind of give it the same vibe as the layering pieces. This paper was not quite as thick as the 49th and Market papers, but I really liked the way that it looked. Again, that's Echo Park. Now I'm going to put everything back on here, make sure it looks nice. By the way, this photo is of me and my family in Sitka, Alaska, sitting on this cute little rock by the boat dock. You can see the marina over there on the left of us, and it's just a really fun photo, and we all love to travel so much. So not a lot to say. We don't have a lot of journaling with this. I'll probably do some pocket pages with it. You can see I put that geotag up at the top on the left. It balances out nicely from the brown bits on the right. And then the green ticket is going on the left over there, and it balances out nicely with the green that's in the Wanderlust title across the top. I'm kind of sticking tape down on the back of all these pieces so I can not stick them down really, really hard at first in case I need to shift them around a little bit when I'm layering. I want everything to be balanced really nicely. I want things to be able to just peek out just a little bit from around the edges of everything else. So that's what you see me doing there. I get them positioned how I want them, and then I stick them down. Putting this slide strip down, I do end up using a little bit of foam tape. I don't use a lot. I'm trying to kind of make my pages not two-dimensional with this album because I don't really want multiple volumes. I have a lot of photos though, so we'll see. I do stick that bit down. I had to go with that piece. That is from the Bits and Pieces Here and There collection by Simple Stories, but it really looked like a scene from one of the places that we visited in Alaska, so I had to use that. I do end up going back and popping that up on foam tape. I picked out this little yellow tag from another 49th Market collection because I needed another bit of color down there. And I inked it up with the brown ink, and it really fit in very nicely with everything else. So there I am going with a little bit of foam tape. And so, the Wanderlust title is popped up just by nature of like it being a 3D image. And then I'll pop that bit on the right. And then I will also use a few of the foam thickers from the Here and There collection by Simple Stories. So that will be another element that's popped up around the photo and kind of, have those three visual triangle pieces all across my page. I decided to stick this one that says Anywhere with You, a very nice cream piece that kind of brings the cream from the background into the photo, and I stuck that under Wanderlust. So it's like Wanderlust Anywhere with You. I used a couple of foam carrots on the right there. That is a Vicky Bouton sticker that it's green. It brings out some of that green, so I'm tucking it there under the geotag. Then I'm using this little tool to rough up the edges. And there you can see I also used one of the Here and There thickers down on the bottom left to add a few more words in another warm color. And here I go, adding in a little puffy sticker, and I'm going to choose one more warm bit. I'm going to pick a burnt orange or brown heart and tuck it under there and give it the same little rough edge that I did with the other stickers. So it's hard to kind of distress your stickers, so that's why I'm using that little kind of knife pellet thing to distress them so that they will look the same as my layering ephemera. And here I'm just layering another like sticker over the Here and There foam bit, and so I did add a little bit of foam tape to help stand that up. And then it said Hello World, so I put a globe from the Round Trip collection by Maggie Holmes. And the last thing I'm doing is a little Missy Wooden special. I'm cutting away a bit of the chunk of the paper at the top to give a solid green image that matches that paper that I put behind the acrylic piece. And so this allows the busy paper to let your eye rest with a little bit of the colored cardstock, so it brings cohesion with the middle of the page where I put different bits of green, but it also just brings down the busyness of that background matte paper just a little bit, and I'm really happy with how it looks. So I did one at the top right, one at the bottom left, and we're going to call it a layout. Super simple, where I basically just threw a bunch of stuff on the page, kind of collaged it all together, had a little bit of nestling, tucked things in and under, and I'm so happy with how it came out. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll link down below with any of my affiliate links that may be available for these items that are still in stock at a cherry on top. And that piece, Wanderlust, was from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. I'll put a link down below for them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and check out my friends' videos down below too. Bye y'all.